This week, Lendlease was appointed the developer for the Riverside project, just one of 3 multi-billion-dollar redevelopments which will reshape the city skyline. But with the resources sector ever hungry for staff, will there be enough workers on the ground to cope with the new demand? Jake Sturman reports.
East Perth has changed dramatically over the last 20 years.
And it's about to change again. Here at the site of the Fraser's Suites Hotel, construction is already underway. The new alarm clock for CBD residents. And there's no snooze button. It won't be stopping for many years to come.
It's not really an option to have no change. We can't just do nothing. We've got these great opportunities there. And I think the majority of people are able to see the bigger picture and see that some disruption is worth it for the longer term gain.
The man with the best seat in the house is Dave Langer.
This is my office. A bit smaller than your average office maybe, but can't complain with the view. This is where I spend 10 hours a day. Yeah. The best bit? Yeah, it's got to be the view. View, knowing to work, knowing that you've worked on one of the most highest redevelopments ever to happen in Perth.
The government expects the Perth and Peel region to grow by more than 600,000 people over the next 20 years. That's enough to fill the stands here at the Wacker 24 times over. Going up, much like the rest of the city, soon to be the home of more than $10 billion worth of major infrastructure projects.
You all ready?
This week, the government unveiled its preferred developer for the $1 billion Waterbank development, a 4-hectare site at the eastern end of the city, just near the causeway.
This area is underwater during winter, hardly used in summer. There is a cycleway through here. All of that will still be accessible to the public, but it'll be a much more vibrant and active area than it has been to this point.
To me, opportunity, because we do these types of projects all the time. So when you stand here, you know, on the sort of the first day, for us, we can see or feel what the outcome will be and what it'll look like. So it's a tremendous opportunity.
But it may not be the only opportunity for Lendlease in the CBD. Expressions of interest for the CityLink project involving the sinking of the rail line closed this month.
Did Lendlease put in an expression of interest?
We've certainly looked at the project, but that's about all I can say at this stage.
If Lendlease was to take 2 out of the 3 major projects, do you think the company could handle it?
It could certainly handle it, yeah. I mean, as I said, it's our specialty.
There will be a selection process undertaken similar to the process to determine the successful proponent here for the Waterbank project, and that will happen over the next 12 months or so.
The third piece of the CBD development puzzle is the $2.6 billion Perth Waterfront. The main element is an inlet next to Barrack Street, cutting out one of the main routes in and out of the city.
It's just after 10 o'clock now. There's still a fair bit of traffic. What's going to happen when Riverside Drive is cut off?
Well, Riverside Drive won't be cut off for the whole time. It will only be during a certain period of the construction of the waterfront that we will need to close that Riverside Drive off for daily traffic.
And there's likely to be a long wait, not just on the roads. Once work starts to dig the inlet next year, it'll be another 3 years before it's all finished.
I spoke yesterday to some Year 8 students and I was saying to them, you're going to be the beneficiaries, because when they hit the workforce in another, 6 to 10 years' time, they're going to realise what we're enduring at the moment.
As you can hear right now.
Yeah, lots of work going on around our city.
As work gets underway today, the question is, will there be enough workers for tomorrow? When the big projects in the city ramp up over the next few years, so too will the ones in the resources sector up north.
Well, the cows always go where the grass is green. And so what that means is that obviously the financial incentive for young kids just out of their apprenticeship to go and earn the big dollars up north creates a scarcity in Perth.
Gavin Forster from the state's construction lobby has been keeping a watchful eye on the situation.
When the non-residential building industry picks up, all these workers have gone up north and there'll be a shortage of workers in Perth. And that, of course, means higher construction costs, that the builders will have to pay more to retain their staff. It means blowouts in the construction time.
Lend-Lease is adamant that won't be a problem.
I think there's a different worker base as well. I mean, there's some people that will work remote in those types of sectors. There's people that do want to obviously live in a capital city and work in a capital city. You know, that's been our experience in other places.
At the top of Dave Langan's crane, he'll be staying put.
Do you ever want to go to the mines?
Oh, nah, newly married, so I don't think I'd get away with it.
Meantime, in the city, make the most of the peace and quiet.
Jake Sturmer there.